Hi, my darlings. I'm Sophie Darling, and welcome to my react to episode 10 of season 2 of Attack on Titan. Sorry, I've been in a bit of a binge watch. I was losing track of where I am because I felt like episode 9 kind of lay some little breadcrumbs as to where I think the story is going. There was just ways that the sentences were structured that I was a bit like, this is kind of indicating that there's more than meets the eye. We've seen that Reiner is undergoing some psychological stress. We have seen that Yamia kind of was a bit shady. She didn't really want to give an answer as to who she thinks the enemy is, which is leading me to suspect that it's probably an answer that Eren doesn't want to hear. We've seen that the Survey Corps are very close at hand. They're on their way. So I'm kind of curious as to whether they're going to get away in time or whether they're going to have a confrontation with the Survey Corps. I'm not sure. This is exciting. This is nerve-wracking. We're coming close to the end of season 2 already. After this one, only 2 more episodes, so it's going to be hard not to watch those 2 episodes because I gotta get food and I need to eat. It's been a phenomenal season, so I'm really excited for season 3 and to see how season 3 progresses because season 2 was amazing. It far surpasses season 1. I really liked season 1, but I feel like season 2 is a lot better. And even if the pacing is very fast, and the pacing being quite fast can be a bit hard to follow and kind of understand what's going on and foreshadow what's going on. Like, I think I've picked up on a few things, but time will tell. I have no answers. No answers yet. So, and we also saw that they were there when Marco died. Marco's death was not unwitnessed like we previously thought, which is horrifying. Horrifying. Poor Marco, my boy. And it looked like Reiner was pinning him down, and I think Marco saw something, and inevitably that's ended up in him dying. And we actually saw more emotion from Annie, which goes to show she's not cold and stoic like we believe her to be. We've only seen the side of Annie that is trying to keep herself separated from people. She's trying to not get attached. She's trying to distance herself from who she believes to be the enemy. And now we're seeing glimpses of an Annie that actually does care about people, that is softer, is kinder. We saw Annie laugh in episode 23 of season 1. I think her laugh is one of relief that she can actually be herself and she's not having to hide anymore. Like, she has spent 3 years hiding and now she finally gets to admit and own to who she is. So I think that laugh and the soft way she spoke to Armin is probably more true to who Annie actually is as a person than the Annie we have seen. But yeah, we're going to get into episode 10. And I swear this is going to leave on a cliffhanger that's going to make me want to watch episode 11, but I don't have time today. Yes, and Mobley went to see about the Titan that they think is his mum. That they think is Connie's mum, sorry.
ダガコ村の住人たちは無事避難したのでは。
それに避難するのに一頭の馬も使わないなんてことがあるか。
では一体どういうことなんです？
モブリットさん、いました。あっちです。モブリットさん、これを。コニー・スプリンガーのご両親の肖像画か。
It does look like his mom.
高いかと。こいつ、待つんだ。
She can't get up. So was his mom like bedridden?
言えよ。敵の正体はユミル。
She was very cagey about answering that question.
さあな。決まりだ。
Almost as if like she doesn't know who the enemy is, which is fair because I don't know who the enemy is either. I'm just as confused as I was when I started season 2.
調査兵団がもうライナー、君は今なんだ。
安心しろ、戦士だ。
戦士としてユミルを信用するというの？あいつはマルセルを食ったやつじゃないか。
ああ、だからこそユミルの立場は明白だ。こっち側に連れて行きたい理由はあるだろう。クリスター・ウォール教の一族の重要人物だ。 もし座標がエレンでなければ、俺たちの任務はまだ終わ
The
らない。
coordinate. Whoa, 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 whoa. If Erin's not the what? If Erin turns out not to be the coordinate, what the fuck's the coordinate? Somebody to coordinate attack on humanity? What? Cute as Krista is, we have other reasons to bring her to our side. She's an important person in a family of the church. Like, is warrior like a race of people? Is it their race? Is that how they refer to them? Is that they're warriors? That they're not people, they're not titans, they're warriors? Is that what they mean? Because I thought it was a title that's like bestowed upon them as, you know, because they're fighting humanity, but I don't know anymore. So it was right that
そんな
they
時にク
have
リスタがいれば、
plans for
今よ
Krista.
りずっと探しやすくなるはずだ。
Our search much easier. Who are you searching for? And what are you searching for?
近いな。
Whoa! Hold up. Hold up a second. Nick said that Krista knows more than she's letting on. That, like, there's more information that could be learned from Krista. Meaning, they're searching for something that Krista possibly has information on. But what is it that they're searching for? Is it like a weapon? Is it a person? Is it... What could they possibly be searching for? What could they want? It has to be something of value because Krista's been entrusted with that knowledge because Nick said that when it was revealed that Krista was who the Warlists are monitoring and looking for, he said something along the lines of, and I can't remember it word for word, but it was that she would know more than she's letting on. So if they're searching for something, then that means Krista is hiding knowledge of an important item or person or... Yeah, okay, it's all coming together. Well, I say it's all coming together, but it's probably not all coming together because I'll be just as confused by the end of this episode.
ああ、それで任務は全ておしまいだ。ただお前は故郷に帰ったら兄に自分の思いを伝えろ。
あ、何を？
見すぎだ。俺じゃなくたってわかるぐらいな。
いや、僕は。
いいじゃねえか。先の短い殺人鬼同士だろう。こんなの俺たち以外に誰が理解し合えるって言うんだ。
Battle those feelings for Annie?
まだ夜になってね
I
えぞ。
thought it was Reiner that
いいや、
had feelings
もう
for
出発
Annie.
だ。エレン、無駄な抵抗はするなよ。
What is going on though with this show?
なあ、乱暴な真似はよしてくれよ。俺はこんな状態なんだぞ。抵抗なんかできるわけないだろう。なあ、頼むよ。
Aaron's playing it up. I was gonna say, I was like, Aaron's playing the innocent victim. Oh, Aaron, I love your persistence, but damn, you need to think sometimes.
君は人間に戻るとき、誰を食ったか覚えているか？
いや、覚えてないが。でも、ちょうど5年前ってこと。お前らの仲間だったのか。
Yes. Oh, Aaron.
覚えてないのは仕方がない。僕らの時もそうだった。
そうか。
エレンも覚えてなさそうだし。
そういうものなのか。私を恨んでいるか。
Whoa, are they alluding to Aaron having eaten people before? Because she doesn't remember eating Marcel. Bertold and Reiner don't remember eating people, which means there's a conflict between themselves and the Titan aspect in that sometimes they give in to it and they eat people. And he just said, oh, Aaron doesn't remember either. There was also what Grisha said when he injected Aaron in season 1, which is let their memories guide you, meaning he has a connection to something or a connection to others, and that could be who he's either consumed as a Titan, but we've never seen him do that unless there's some like cognitive dissonance where like Aaron was transforming and going on rampages, but we never witnessed it, or time travel. No. Maybe there's time travel, maybe maybe Aaron's gone back in time, or maybe time's an illusion, but like I don't know, but it's alluding to the fact that like Aaron's consumed people and Grisha had said like their memories serve as a guide. So like hoping that he would be able to draw on the memories of these people to like progress through, or is he referencing as well to the coordinate? Kind of said if Aaron's the coordinate, as in they wanting to use Aaron to help them look for something, or Aaron's memories. Maybe Aaron's consumed somebody of importance that they think could guide them to what they're looking for. So then does that mean, so referencing Grisha's like their memories serve as a guide, and I'd said at the end of season 1 in episode 25, could the visions he's having be of the people he's consumed in Titan form, or the Titan consumed before he was injected with the Titan blood? Because I'm still not sure how it all works. It hasn't really been explained other than the fact that Eren was injected. So I'm presuming he was injected with Titan blood. It's not actually been explained to us like how or why it works. So I'm hoping eventually it's explained, because it's all very confusing still. But then that must mean for sure that the visions that he's been having are of the people he's consumed, either as a Titan or the Titan consumed whose blood was injected into him, but he has flashbacks to it. Oh my god, I don't know. But it's kind of alluding to Eren having eaten people.
どうだろう。よくわからない。君も人なんか食べたくなかっただろうし。一体どれだけ壁の外をさまよっていたんだ。
60年ぐらいだ。
She was wandering for 60 years? Woo. Like in a nightmare that would never end. So if she was wandering outside the walls for 60 years, could Eren be older than he looks? But I don't understand how that would work with like his parents and Mikasa. But she doesn't look 60 years old. She was wandering for 60 years. I don't know anymore. I'm so lost.
何？団長、囲まれました。迂回路があります。そちらへ向けますか。
Is it a trap?
いや、ここで迂回しては手遅れになる。このまま押し通る。総員、戦闘用意。とりあえず巨人のいねえところを目指すぞ。
だからなんで夜まで待てなかったんだよ。新エンド、調査兵団が助けに来たのか。
大量の馬を壁の外側に移さないと索敵陣形は組めない。そんな判断すぐにはできないと思ったんだがな。エルヴィン団長がいるのかもしれん。相手は手強いぞ。
Eren was delaying.
まさかあいつ。いや、いる。ライナー、クリスタだ。クリスタがそこまで来てる。
ああ、
連れ去るなら今だ。
なぜわかる。見えたわけじゃねえんだろ。
絶対にいる。あいつはバカで度を超えたお人よしだ。私を助けに来るんだよ、あいつは。
どうやってあの中からクリスタを連れ去るんだ。機械を待て。
機械を待つだと。そりゃ私がお前らの戦士に食われた後か。ダメだ、信用できない。
信じろ。クリスタは本当に俺らにも必要なんだ。
Is indispensable?
今やれよ。今それを証明してみせろ。私は今じゃなきゃいい。
So she's essential to whatever goal they have.
このままじゃ二度とあいつに会えないんだろう。
What is Yamia's connection to Krista? Like, she's so emotionally involved. It's not known where Yama's hometown is located. However, its location most certainly outside the confines of the wall. Okay.
すまないユミル。
Is she gonna act up
今
because she
は
wants
僕
to
らだ
see
けでも逃
Krista?
げ切れるかどうかわからない状況なんだ。
約束する。クリスタだけは必ずこの争いから救い出すと。俺たちが必ず。だから今
From
与え
this
てくれ。
conflict.
それがクリスタのためなんだ。分かってくれユミル。
He did keep saying he wanted to marry her.
本当にクリスタのためなんだな。まただよクリスタ。ここまで来て
Happening
ま
again.
た私は自分に嘘をつかなきゃならねえのか。
おい、ちょうどいいのがいたぞ。この子はどうだ？よし、おいで。君は今日からおじさんたちと暮らすんだよ。全く新しい人生を始めるんだ。新しい人生には新しい名前が必要だ。わかるね？
あの時初めて自分に嘘をついた。これは仕方のないことなんだって自分に言い聞かせたんだ。
このユミル様こそ真に王の血を継ぐ存在。ユミル様がおられる限り我らは永遠に不滅だ。
正直悪い気分じゃなかった。冷えてない飯も地べたじゃない寝床もそうだけど、何より初めて誰かに必要とされて初めて誰かの役に立ててるってことが私には何よりも大事だったんだ。
So she became a symbol of something.
あの時
この娘が言ったんだ。自分は王の血を継ぐ存在だと。我々はそれを信じただけだ。
そんなのは全部作り話だったってことを思い
It
出
was
し
a
たんだ。
lie.
そうなのか。
私がユミル、王家の血を継ぐ存在だ。そしてまた嘘をついた。
It's like a religious cult, right?
それでみんなが助かるならと。しかしそうはならなかった。
Is it seen as treason?
やめろ、やめてくれ。私は思った。これは罰なんだって。誰かの言いなりになって多くの人たちを騙したことへの罰じゃない。人の役に立てていると自分に言い聞かせ、自分に嘘をつき続けたことへの罰なんだって。
巨人だ。逃げろ。
So she was trapped in that form. She consumed somebody and she came back into her human form.
再び目を覚ますと、そこには自由が広がっていた。仮に運命ってやつがあるなら、その気まぐれさに笑うしかなかった。
Oh, it's beautiful.
でもその時私は誓ったんだ。もう嘘をつくのは終わりだ。自分に正直に生きようって。
クリスタ・レンズという名を与えられ、訓練地送りになったそうだ。
哀れだな。どうせなら生まれてこなければよかったろうに。
お前と出会ったんだ。私にはすぐに分かった。お前も私と同じで自分に嘘をついて。
心臓を捧げよう。
I'm trying to take it all
必死に
in.
何かを言い聞かせようとしているやつなんだって。だからって分かってくれとは言わない。ただ最後にもう一度だけ自分に正直にならせてくれ。この地形なら私が一番強い。
よせユミル。
今この場を支配できるのは私なんじゃねえかと思わないかなあ。
ユミル、よせ、落ちるぞ。
お前からエレンを奪って調査兵団のところに行くことも
She really wants to see
で
Krista.
きる。お前らが今クリスタを連れて行かないのならここでお前らと戦って邪魔をする。
お前
怒らないでくれよ。ちゃんと考えがあるんだ。私も戦うから今より逃げやすくなるからさ。それとも殺し合うか。私が正気か確かめてくれよ。
I'm so confused.
光った。今森の奥の方で光が見えました。巨人に変化した際の光だと思われます。
Oh god.
また憲兵が。
戦闘は目的ではない。何より奪い去ることを優先せよ。
エレン、どこに。
Yamiya? Yamiya.
こんなところに。
Oh no.
ください。こいつはユミルです。さらわれたユミルの巨人の姿です。おい、なんか
She's looking for Krista.
急いでんだよ。
ダイナーたちを警戒しているのか。
No, she's looking for Krista.
何か変だぞ。
よかった、無事だったんだね。
嘘、あいつクリスタを食いやがった。
She didn't eat her.
ボサッとすんな。おんぞ。
Just the look on Krista's face of like,
おい、離される。
ダイナーたちに協力する気なんだ。僕らはおびき寄せられていた。
but why? Why is she cooperating?
ライナー。ああ。
まずい。エレンが連れて行かれる。
止まるな。馬を使って追うぞ。
What is happening?
絶対に取り返すぞ。エレンは俺の命に変えても。
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew that's going to be his character arc, even if it means my own life. I fucking told you he's going to die before season 2 ends because this is all he's wanted to do is to like prove to Eren that he's not a coward, to make it up to Carla somehow by protecting her son. Oh, Hannes. What the fuck is happening? We got a little bit of a backstory of Lady Yamiya, that like it's a title that was bestowed upon her. She said she had the blood of the king, and then they were all executed, which is making me think it was the king that came before. Lady Yamiya is a revered figure, which is not actually Lady Yamiya, but like she was named that, and she's become like a revered figure in connection, saying that she has the blood of the king. Could Historia be the blood of the king? Because why Lady Yamiya? Why the blood of the king? Is she meant to be like the voice for the king that was deposed, the king that no longer is? But that was 60 years ago. So how would that tie in with Historia and her family? And again, saying that she's indispensable, there's a bigger goal in mind for Historia. She was executed, and so were the people, and they also transformed because the woman got pushed off. She transformed too, and then she was trapped like that for 60 years, and then she consumed Marcel, so you could see that they were traveling together. There was 4 of them, which meant there would have been 4 of them invading the walls, but it ended up only being 3 because Yamiya ate Marcel, but doesn't remember doing so, doesn't remember eating him. So she was a street kid. She was taken in by maybe a secret faction, maybe people that were condemned by humanity and were operating a religion that was banned, because Rhino also mentioned a church, that she's important to their church, meaning maybe she's of the bloodline of this king that they revere in the church, that this king is somebody who is worshipped. Because it looked like a religious faction, and then they were all executed as if what they were doing was treason, maybe because this religion is banned. They were also executed from the walls, which they said that Yamiya's town was not within the walls, but they were executed on the walls. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so lost. And she said she was living a lie. Like, she's not actually the blood of the king. She was told to say that because it brought hope to people. It gave people joy. It gave them something in their time of need. As long as Lady Yamiya is with us, we were blessed with immortality, okay? Of being needed. She was told to perpetuate this lie in order to have people congregate to this religion and to make their lives feel like they have meaning, and that like they would have immortality as long as Lady Yamiya was here. Which again, I'm starting to think that this is maybe the people that could already shift, because we saw on the wall that one of the people executed transformed, and Yamiya also transformed. So it means it's something that she was born with. It's something she had the ability to do from birth. So the Blood of the King is a revered figure then for these people, and revered by the church, to the point that they've put somebody in place to bring hope and resilience to this faction, who were then intruded upon and then executed for what I believe is probably practicing something that was condemned and banned, because historically speaking, it's not the first time people have been executed for practicing a religion or for worshipping a figure that is banned or having loyalty to a previous ruler over their current ruler, which would be seen as treason. So they were probably executed for treason, but it didn't save anyone. And then they were pelted. So they were horribly mistreated as they were walking down the street. So yeah. So then the woman next to her that was executed also transformed along with Yamiya. So freedom, as in humanity's the real cage that traps people by punishing them for being who they're born to be. And that's why she's intent on siding with Historia, because Historia was forced to live a lie. She was forced to believe these lies about herself in order to live, and that was also something Yamiya had to do. So that's why she can recognize these similarities between them. They were both forced to live a lie perpetuated by other people, and Yamiya just wants to be free and true to herself, and she wants that for Krista as well. I keep going back between Krista and Historia. It gets hard to like distinguish sometimes. So Yamiya is older than she appears to be, because she says she was trapped for 60 years in that form, and then she was finally free. But yeah. Oh God, this episode has just confused me even more. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of give an indication into why Yamiya feels very linked to Krista, that she was forced to live a lie, so therefore she relates to Historia having to live that lie, and she wants to encourage her to live her truth and to be herself and to accept who she is and not pretend that she has no value and that she's normal, or that it would be better if she had never existed. Yamiya doesn't want that for her. But the Blood of the King must be linked to this church, which Yamiya is connected to. We also saw that Titan in Ila's notebook worship Lady Yamiya. So she's not Lady Yamiya that Ila's book is referring to. So Yamiya must be something larger than what we're seeing here. She just shares the same name, because I think it's a red herring. I think we see Yami in Hila's notebook and we see Yami here and we're like, oh, it's the same person. But what that's inferring is that there's already a church founded around this figure, and the blood of the king and Lady Yamia has connection to the blood of the king, meaning who's this king? Is it like God? Is it their concept of God, or is it like an actual king? Is Lady Yamia like a Virgin Mary type figure where life descends from her, where the religion descends from Lady Yamia as the blood of the king? She is, I guess, in terms of Catholicism, like the Virgin Mary is kind of considered a founding figure of Catholicism because, you know, she's an important figure because without her, you don't have Jesus. So I don't know. I'm seeing church, I'm seeing religion. So I'm like trying to put it in terms of what I understand because I was raised Catholic. So I'm trying to like see it in that terms of like, okay, you have the Virgin Mary where like the religion descends from her. She is like considered not the founder of the religion per se, but like one of the founders of the religion because without her, there's no Jesus, there's no martyr. Hence why she's held in such high regard, which is very similar to Lady Yami is held in such high regard. Blood of the king, blood of the king. She's the blood of the king. So Lady Yami is supposed to be maybe like the female version of Jesus. Like she descends from the king. She was brought here to unite their worlds. I don't know, but I don't think this Yamia and the Yamia in Hila's notebook are the same because we've seen that she was given that name by this church, by this religion that was worshipping immortality that we also know were able to turn into titans. So it seems like it was a religion slash church that was banned, that was outlawed, and they were executed as a result and cast out from the walls as punishment. It says Yami's town wasn't in the walls, which is why I'm confused as to why there's walls. Well, maybe it was, but maybe we're being misled. I can't find the information thing that like popped up about Yami's town. I'm like scrolling through the episode trying to find it and I can't find it. Which is really annoying. I'm pretty sure it said that she wasn't, that not much is known about Yami's town, but it was presumed that it wasn't within the walls, but then you see the walls as they're like kicked off after being stabbed, forcing them to transform, and then they were like trapped in that body almost as like punishment. But yeah. So there is a church, there is a religion, a form of worship around Lady Yamia, but also the blood of the king. His story is connected to this, which makes me think it's to do with her family lineage, that she has the blood of the king. She actually is related to this king, but Lady Yami is some revered figure that maybe their life originates from, or maybe they credit with their life originating from, or maybe she founded this church. Maybe she was the first Titan shifter. I don't know, but it's not the same person. And then there's the mention of like searching for something, of Eren being a coordinator, and that Historia is indispensable. Again, so many questions. So many questions. Yeah, I'm more confused than ever. The only thing that I'm somewhat sure of is that Yami is older than she appears to be, because maybe being trapped as a Titan for 60 years slowed down the aging process. Is this where we're going to find out like Eren's adopted or something? That like maybe Eren was similar, like he was trapped and then he came out as like a baby and was adopted by Grisha, but like he looks like Grisha and Carla. I don't know anymore, because like there's this reference to him consuming people, but we've never seen that. So it's like, I feel like this show is going to play with my mind in terms of time, and it's going to confuse me. I feel like it's trying to play around with our idea of what time is and our construct of it, and that like, because now it's just been revealed that Yami is actually 60 years old. Her aging probably slowed down. She's lived a lot longer than other people. And then the reference to Eren having eaten people, Reiner and Bertold having eaten people, and it's like, okay, are they older than they appear? Does the Titan aspect slow down their aging? But then how have we seen a younger Eren with his mom and dad? How have we seen him have parents? Unless they found him and adopted him as like a young child and he doesn't remember, but he looks like Grisha. I honestly don't know anymore. I don't know. I feel like I'm going on a wild like spiral because I have no clue what's happening anymore. I just feel like I've been hit with so much information that my brain's kind of like, boom. There is a church. There is figures that were punished for worshipping this church. I think Yamir is the founder of this church. I think the Titan we saw in Ila's notebook was possibly once a human, could have been one of the people that were pushed off this wall as punishment for worshipping Yamir. And that's why it said Lady Yamir welcome, because it thought that Ila was Yamir, because they kind of look alike. Like Ila and Yamir kind of look similar. So maybe it in that moment thought it was Yamir, but it wasn't. But it's also reenacting what it remembers. So if that's one of the Titans that were executed for practicing this religion at the same time as Yamir was, and then pushed off the wall and was forced to reside in that body, it would make sense that it clings on to what it remembers. I could be off base, but maybe. There is a concept of religion, and Krista / Historia has a bigger role to play. I'm having an existential crisis every episode because I feel like it's trying to tell me something, but I don't have all the pieces to put it together, and it's making my mind hurt. It's hard. It's hard to try and put this together, I swear. My mind is boggled, but I'm going to end it here because I'm going to keep rambling, I swear. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye!